Hey guys, Forrest here, bringing you a quest guide for the temple at Senntisten. To start this quest, you're going to need Devious Mines, Desert Treasure, and the Curse of Arav. The only level requirement is 50 prayer, but you do need 125 kudos with the Fire Museum. Now, I don't have my own guide on that, so you're probably best just looking that up. Items wise, you're going to need an air rune, a lore rune, you're going to need weapon armor and food, you're going to need 8 inventory spaces, and you could bring Barrow's amulets, because that's going to mean that you have less combat to do when you get to the Barrow's part of this quest. I don't actually use them, so it's okay. And the main thing it would take away from this is you need to be on the regular spellbook. To start the quest, you want to come to this building here to the north of Narda and talk to Ali the Wise. You want to say, how goes the research? Well, I certainly don't like those of the Zamarakian faction. I get the impression that Zara's is unpleasant too. Can you help me get to the dig site exam center? He's going to give you a necklace, so rub that and that'll take you to the dig site. And when you get there, you want to run south and you want to talk to Dr. Nabanik. When you get to Dr. Nabanik, you want to say, why are we speaking so quietly? As an Adra, you are quite the master of disguise. Why are you here away from the pyramid? What's Ali's part in this? Why all the secrecy? And just tell me what you want. Go into the exam center and talk to the Archaeological Expert. You should say, I'm here about a close friend of mine, Dr. Nabanik. I can be his reference. I've seen those beetles and they're huge. He studies pyramids, particularly their interiors. He has an aged benefactor. Go back to the doctor again, skip through his conversation, and then use the necklace to teleport back to the dig site. And just follow me. So Dr. Nabanik gave you a rope. You're going to use that on this wench here, and then you're going to click it to go down. Once you're in, you want to run south and talk to Azanadra. And now, some of the conversation might not be there, and in my case it wasn't all there. So I'm going to tell you all the options, and if your current line isn't there, just skip to the next one. So you should say, I'd like to talk about the temple. Is there anything I can do to help? Okay, what do I need to do? Tell me about the mission in Mauritania. Tell me about the mission in the north. The cold has never bothered me before. So now you want to head to Barrows, and if you've got Draken's medallion, you can use that to teleport straight here, or you can do what I did, which is use the fairy rings, and the code is BKR, but that's a bit of a trek, so I wouldn't recommend it really. What I would recommend though is if you haven't done this before, or maybe even if you have done it before, I would still recommend that you watch this full Barrows clip before you continue with the quest, because there is a lot of combat involved and I don't want anyone to die. As you can see, there's 6 mounds with spades sticking out of them. Click on a spade to go down, and if you brought amulets, you can use an amulet on the sarcophagus. If not, just search it and a Barrows brother will appear and you'll have to kill him. Now, in one of the rooms you're going to be prompted to go down a secret tunnel. Do not go down that tunnel unless you have been through all of the mounds. Once you've been through all of them, you can go back to the one with the secret tomb and go down there. And again, I would recommend watching the rest of the clip, because there is puzzles and there are things going to attack you, and it would just be best if you knew your way around the maze. Well, it's not a maze, but if you knew your way around the tomb and if you knew the answers to the puzzles. It would also be beneficial for you, just for quick reference, if you could pause the guide on the screen that I'm going to put up in a minute with all of your puzzle solutions on it, so you can just quickly, alright, there's my puzzle, there's the answer, boom, there we go. So you're going to spawn randomly in one of the outside squares, and some of the doors are locked, so you're kind of going to just have to wing it and figure out which path is going to let you in. The yellow circles here are puzzle doors, and I'm going to show you the clip of me doing it, and then you can pause on the solutions for your turn. Once you've gotten into the chest room, if you haven't found the final Barrows brother yet, open the chest but do not search it. It will appear, and then once you've killed him, then you can search the chest. In my case, he was already just chilling in the chest room, so when I opened the door, I just went in, killed him, and then that was that. I just had to open and search the chest. So now you want to come to this little canoe north for Relica. You're probably best using the fairy ring code DKS and just running north. Once you get there, you want to travel in the canoe and head east to the fortress. And when you get to the fortress, you want to open your ruined backpack to get a letter and a heat globe. Use a heat globe on a pedestal and squeeze past the wall and enter the building from the south, and then climb up the staircase on the west wall. Climb down the stairs to the southeast. Scale the damaged wall. If you're like me, you might want to change your camera angle for this part. Climb the smashed rampart to the northwest, and then enter the trapdoor. Go east and take the globe, and then put it on the westerly pedestal in this middle room. Go west and telegraph the globe. You don't actually need to fight the War Fiend, which is why I've sped this up. Put the globe on the pedestal and enter the trapdoor. Do as I say, not as I do. Go south and grab the globe, and then come back to the north and place it on the pedestal. Go back to the south and loot the crates. Go northeast, take the globe from the pedestal, come back to your west and climb the ladder. Go east and climb the stairs. Scale the damaged wall. Go to the northeast corner. Use the globe on the smashed globe holder, and then right click it and push it. Go to the northwest corner, climb the smashed rampart and enter the trapdoor again. When it prompts you, say yes, carry on where I was. Go west and enter the trapdoor. Follow the path on the east to your southwest corner and take the globe. Go back the way you came and use the globe on the pipe, and then right click it and whack it. Go south and climb the ladder. Head west until you find the ice demon and then kill him, and when he's dead pick up the frosted horn and then just use your dig site pendant to teleport. Head back to talk to Azanadra. When you get to Azanadra you want to say, I'd like to talk about the temple and I have something here for you. You can then ignore the rest of the remaining chat. Read the letter and talk to him again, and then you can say, okay, what do I need to do next? I'd like to talk about the temple. Climb back to the surface. Talk to the assassin and say, mask or no mask, I remember you. You're nothing but a common thief. Ignore the remaining chat and go back to talk to Azanadra. Then you want to say, I'd like to talk about the temple. You sent me to collect a stolen relic. Anyway, what now? I'd like to talk about the temple. You're going to go into a cutscene and you can say whatever you like in the cutscene. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever. After the cutscene you want to talk to Azanadra one more time and say, I'd like to talk about the temple, I'm glad I could help. That's quest complete, GG, but to get curses you want to read the book that it gives you and pray at the nearby altar to the south, and that from now on is how you change the curses. Alright guys, GG, that's quest complete. I hope this guide has helped a few people out today. If it has, feel free to like, comment, and maybe even subscribe, and remember you can always like my page on Facebook and you can follow me on Twitter. Cheers guys, I'm out, see you in the next one.